Today in Fasting Secrets Revealed, I want to talk to you about the greatest human failure. This is secret number 3. Now, you know the story in Genesis about Adam and Eve. That alone is the greatest human failure. Okay, when Adam fell, Eve took of the forbidden fruit. She gave to her husband, and they both partook in one thing out of an entire garden that was forbidden. Now, what does that have to do with fasting? Let me tell you what that has to do with fasting. When they ate of the forbidden fruit, okay, they could have ate of all this fruit, all the vegetables. Who knows what God had? No doubt every fruit and vegetable known to man was there available, but their appetite got a hold of them. It began to control them. It began to dictate them disobeying God. Now, just like you and I, our appetite can and will dictate what we do in life, and we will fall, we will fail, we will disobey God if our appetite is not in control. So, why did they fall? Because they could not say no to food. Say, well, is it really that? Some say it's all typology. Call it what you want. I'm reading what God said. He called it a forbidden fruit. He did that for a reason. If it's some type of typology, or if was a real fruit, however you want to believe it, but it still comes down to they partook of something because they were not in control. Their eating desires, their cravings were not in control. And whenever your cravings are not in control, okay, you are prone to do about anything. As I said in last week's lesson, your ability to control your eating desires, that crave for food, that number one lust. The word lust literally means over desire. Over desire. If you over desire food and you're not in control, well, guess what? You're going to eat. What was Jesus tempted with? He was tempted with eating in the wilderness when he was on a fast. All right, so another great example of this chapter, and I deal with in this chapter 3 of the book, Fasting Secrets Revealed, is Esau and Jacob, and how that Jacob was cooking, and he was making some pottage, and it smelled great. No doubt it looked great. And Esau came in from hunting, was starved, didn't have anything to eat. He had been out all day or days, whatever the case was. And he was willing to sell his birthright, something that every man longed to have. But only the firstborn son could have it. He was willing to give it away. And the greatest possession you have is your salvation. That's the greatest possession you have in life. And there are people that give it away because they're not in control, they're not in check. And it comes down to when we're not fasting. See, when we can push back that plate and when we can fast and say no to the desires to eat. Okay, this is the way God set it up. When you can say no to the desires to eat, your desire to eat, you can control anything. You can say no to any other desire. Powerful stuff. All right. I'll put a link if you're interested. Take a look at it. A lot of detail, a lot more to say there. Just wanted to give you a couple minutes here on this very important subject, the greatest human failure. Don't you make that mistake of not having fasting incorporated it into your Christian life, into your walk with God. All right. Blessings to you. Have a great day.